She worked for the Hillary Clinton campaign, which she should get a big round of applause for. You might have seen her on MSNBC. You're going, who the hell is it? I'm not talking to you. So I want you to give a big twist welcome to Hannah Simpson.
Hi everybody, my name is Hannah Simpson. First of all, I just want to say about Rhonda, she is indeed very handsome. In fact, from now on, I'm adding woman to the end of my Starbucks order. It used to just be a tall, hot, and straight up black. Now it's a tall, hot, and straight up black woman. And as for Tammy, I've got one thing for you to add to your list of people who have it worse. So it's people named Adolf. Oh, no. It's just a name that's not in style anymore, and I realized, because I had to think about this myself for a joke, and I thought, what's worse than naming your first child Adolf? And the only thing I came up with was naming your second child Beadolf. Come here, Adolf, come here, Beadolf, Seedolf, you stay there. Exactly. So anyway, my name is Hannah Simpson. I am a transgender comedian, and I will not change who I am for anybody. Except perhaps my parents. Okay. Coming out was hard for my family. Easy for me, hard for them. And, I had to explain to them. I said, listen, there's more and more of us visibly out there. We're starting to be taken seriously in the arts and in music and entertainment and all of these venues. In fact, we're becoming recognized as legitimate and full members of society. Come on. She gave me a hug, she was crying, she said, listen, I love you as my daughter, but I did not raise a comedian in this house. Don't tell your family, don't tell the neighbors. And I was home for Thanksgiving, I got to the bus station, waiting for a taxi. The taxi driver asked me, oh, did you have a lovely Thanksgiving? I said, no, I spent it with family. But really, I do want a family. Estrogen makes you nest like nothing you've ever understood before. So, are there any mommies or daddies out there in the audience? I see one. I want to be somebody's mommy or daddy. That's a joke about being trans. Fine, okay, that one's over your head. Anyway, and I'm probably gonna do this by using my frozen sperm. I mean, they're just there, they're chilling. I used to call them my swimmers, now they're my curling team. You'd be curling too if you were cryogenically frozen. But when you're transgender and, obviously I go and I talk to people all the time and I say I want to have a family because I'm this, young 30s woman, and they don't always know that I'm a comedian and they don't always know that I'm trans, so they say, well, okay, what are you gonna do? Like, are you ready to settle down and everything? Well, I say, I really want to adopt. I really want to adopt kids, and they give me some side-eye about adoption, which I really don't think is fair. Side-eye about adoption? They don't realize my situation, so I say, of course I want to adopt children. It's way more socially acceptable than adopting them, wouldn't you agree? I was going to go into obstetrics and gynecology. I was in medical school. My sister suggested it to me. She said, Hannah, you get to meet a lot of women, although most of them are taken. I said, taken? What do you mean? I'm the first person they meet on their way out of the womb. You can't rob the cradle if they never make it to the cradle. Yeah. So, the holidays are coming up, and I'm Jewish. I actually made that menorah right there. And we'll talk about Hanukkah in a second, but really, I feel like an accidental soldier in the war against Christmas as a Jew. Anybody remember those Starbucks cups last year that weren't religious enough because they were just plain red? And then you had the other people saying, you can't kill Jesus with a grande pike. I said, actually, that's exactly how they killed Jesus. But I can imagine Jesus, on a Starbucks, a crowded Starbucks, and just think about it. He's waiting online, he looks up to the sky, says, Dad, you want anything? He gets to the counter, sees another guy next to him ordering in Braille, says, wait a second, I got this. Then he comes up to the counter, has to explain, no, it's not Jesus. Gets to the other side, waiting for his drink, looks at his watch, says, damn, this is killing me. I could have died and come back again before I got my drink. Then he finally gets his drink, says, by the way, can I have some free waters, 2 whites and a red? Barista looks at him, colored water. Just wait and see. I got this too. Yeah, I used to have a grande pike. I like to tell a lot of penis jokes as I move into my vagina jokes. It's kind of indicative of how mine was made. So this menorah over here, you know, Hanukkah is a really great... Oh, am I already at the red light?
Yes.
All right, I'll finish up with my last vagina joke. I didn't even see that. It's so bright in here, I have no distance vision for 20 meters away. So basically, I'm pretty open about having had gender reassignment surgery. And I needed something, because what they leave you with is basically a bloody mess in your crotch. So I needed something that would absorb this mess, something that would be tailored to the inside of my legs, maybe had an adhesive to stay in place, and of course would be as discreet as possible, some kind of padding. Well, I went to CVS, and it turns out bleeding out of your vagina is a thing. Who'd have thunk that many women had gender reassignment surgery? So when you get to the pad aisle, basically, there's 3 kinds of pads is what I realized. There's the ones that are all fancily wrapped, I call those the posh pads, you can strut your stuff with your pad. The sporty pads, the ones that you can play a ball game, hit the home run, and win with your pad, and the ones that cover you up like a big old baby. But at the end of the day, it's a false choice because posh, sporty, or baby, they all end up ginger and scary. So I'm pretty much done here, everybody. Just remember, if anyone ever says that you're a girl with an asterisk, tell them you're a girl with a badonkadonk asterisk. Find me online, and thank you so much.
Hannah Simpson, keep going for Hannah Simpson.